So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Red Manx TV. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sound wherever you are. In today's video, I'll be previewing the game for Manchester United taking on Brighton and the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. So make sure you guys do smash a like. It's a chance for Manchester United to bounce back with a win, which hopefully we will do. Make sure to share the video. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments as well. Leave your score predictions and just your thoughts about the game. And let's get on to the video. So guys, what's going on? We do take on Brighton Hove Albion this Saturday at 12:30, and to be honest, this is a must-win for Manchester United in my opinion. I know you're probably looking at me like it's the second game of the season for us, and we have a game in hand as well, so obviously give it time, but we're already 6 points behind the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea, and if we lose this game, which you never know, we might if we play like we did against Crystal Palace. I hope we don't. I do expect us to bounce back and get the 3 points, but if we do lose and Liverpool and that win their games, they could be 9 points ahead of us in the table already, and that's just after 2 or 3 games, and so we'll be quite concerning if we do lose this game, but I hope we don't. I really don't, because this season was about trying to reduce the gap between the likes of Liverpool and Manchester United. Of last season, obviously they dominated the league, they walked it, you could say, and they were like 35 plus points in front of Manchester United, and obviously last season we did manage to get top 4, which obviously was the objective of that season, and I said in my review of the season, it should never be like that. We should always be getting top 4 and Champions League qualification straight away. That should be the first thing we do, but the way we are right now this season is about trying to reduce the gap between Liverpool and City and Manchester United, and I hope we can do that this season. But losing to teams like Crystal Palace is not going to be good enough, and probably not going to be able to achieve that if we continue like that, because we need to beat the teams like Burnley, the teams like Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. We need to beat those type of teams if we want to try and keep up with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City in that, because they're just going to walk the league again, and they're going to win more games than they lose. You never know, Liverpool might go unbeaten again for all we know, because they're that dominant at the moment, but you know, we'll have to see how it goes. But after that Crystal Palace game, I really do expect us to bounce back, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to have a lot of big decisions to make going into this game. Obviously the goalkeeper situation, Dean Henderson, does he come in for David De Gea this game? In my opinion, I don't think he does. I'll talk about that more in my lineup prediction a bit later, because I just back De Gea as our number 1. I think he should start, because you got to give him this season, in my opinion. Give Dean Henderson maybe some chances in the cup games and that, and see how he goes. But against Luton in the cup, he did look very good. Obviously he didn't do much, but you're not going to do much as Manchester United keeper in those type of cup games, because obviously we're the stronger side. But when you're needed and in the net, and Dean Henderson made a spectacular save as well when he was needed, but you have to be on your feet as Manchester United goalie, because that could decide his place in this team, just that save, because it was very good. But yeah, does he come in for David De Gea? Many people, Man United fans, think he should, but tell me what you guys think down below of that. But I'm backing De Gea. I always have done. I think he's a tremendous goalie, and I think he will have a good season again this season, hopefully. But another big decision he has to make is, does Bailly come in for Lindelof as well? Because against Crystal Palace, Lindelof was questionable. He was losing a lot of his air duels. He was very, very poor throughout that game, and so was everybody, to be honest. But Lindelof was poor, and Bailly, he looked good against Luton, but is that enough to really get a place in the starting 11 against Brighton this Saturday? We'll have to see. But for me, I do rate Bailly. I think he's really, really good on the ball, and I think we need to balance it out in that centre-back position as well, because you have Maguire, the tall, dominant strength centre-back, and then you have Bailly, who's a lot of pace, and he's really, really quick. So obviously, if you balance it out like that, it does make sense, but we'll have to see how Eric Bailly gets on, and if he gets in the team. But tell me what you guys think down below of that. Does Eric Bailly get in over Lindelof? And I will give my opinion in my lineup prediction a bit later. And the main one, the big one, is that does Donny van de Beek make the team against Brighton? Because obviously we have the midfield of Matic, Bruno and Pogba. That's what we're known to have in these type of Premier League games. But for me, I think Donny van de Beek does fit in this team. He has to start, in my opinion. He's a new signing. He's looked good when he came on against Luton and Crystal Palace. And I think he does slot in for Pogba in this game. Obviously, nothing against Pogba, but he didn't perform against Crystal Palace. He was very poor. I definitely didn't think he would start that game, because obviously he just recovered from coronavirus. But he didn't perform well. But none of the midfield did, to be honest. But for me, I would give Donny van de Beek a chance in this game ahead of Pogba. I think, obviously, we know Pogba's skills. We know he's one of the best players in the team, and he can create a lot, but give Donny van de Beek a chance. Put him in next to Matic, because I think Matic in the midfield as well, he does dominate our midfield and he does open us up more, and it helps us create more opportunities because he can hold up the ball very well and his position is very, very good. But yeah, I would put Donny van de Beek in, but tell me what you guys think down below. It's a big risk for me. I think he does deserve a start, but I'll put my team lineup on the screen now. So guys, my lineup going into the game is going to be De Gea in there over Henderson. That was a pretty hard decision for me, to be honest, because Henderson had a really, really good game against Luton, but I'm going to stick with our number one, which is David De Gea in net. On the left, Luke Shaw obviously comes back in for Williams, Lindelof and Maguire as the centre-back partnership. I was tempted to go with Eric Bailly because he did have a good performance against Luton, but I think Lindelof will come in here. It's just my prediction, to be honest, on what I think Ole's going to do. And on the right, Wan-Bissaka comes in for Mensah. In the middle, obviously the big debate, obviously, will Pogba play? I haven't gone with him. I've gone with Van der Beek instead of Pogba this week. I think he does deserve a start of Van der Beek, and of course I want him to make his Premier League debut as well, so that will be good. Obviously he did come on off the bench, but his official Premier League debut, if you know what I mean. And alongside Matic, and ahead of him Bruno. I think Matic is going to be really, really key to our midfield this week, and it's going to show really, because last week we had McTominay and he didn't really show much, and I think with Matic we do have more control in midfield and we do win that battle a lot more when he's in there. And on the left, Rashford, on the right, Greenwood, and up front, Anthony Martial. So tell me what you guys think down below of the lineup. So there you go, guys. Tell me what you guys think down below. Obviously, a lot of decisions made there by me. I'm back in De Gea. I'm back in Lindelof. I'm going to back the team we have, but obviously a lot of fans that are angry right now. But tell me what you would go with, guys, because I'm really, really excited to see how you guys want Manchester United to set up, because obviously we're going to have a lot of different opinions. But obviously, going into this game, Brighton, they have looked very, very good so far. Obviously, the first game of the season they had against Chelsea, always going to be a tough game. They lost that one 3-1, but they managed to bounce back. A 3-0 away win at Newcastle was very, very impressive. Obviously, Morpay got a double and Connolly got one. So we're going to have to watch out, because Brighton, they are a very, very good side and are managed well under Graham Potter. Obviously, they have the, I think mainly they play the 3 centre-backs with the 2 wing-backs, and one player I got to praise a lot is Tariq Lamptey. I think Lamptey is an incredible player, and he showed that at his time at Brighton so far. Very, very creative, loves to get forward, and he's just an all-round player. He looks very good. I don't know why Chelsea let him go. I don't even think they have a release clause on him, so he can't come back to the club as well. So I think they've got themselves a really good player there, Brighton. And also, obviously, Neil Morpay, a very, very good goal scorer. You've got Connolly, who's been looking good as well. And just players like that, obviously, have a very, very strong centre-backs in Webster, Burn and Dunk, who will be a very, very big problem for the likes of Martial, Rashford and Greenwood if they do start this game, which I hope they do. And it's going to be hard to win those duels and get past them, because obviously we've suffered against Brighton before, but I hope we can turn up in this game and get a result. But tell me your predictions down below, guys. My score predictions, I'm going to go with... Oh, it's going to be hard, because I don't know if we'll bounce back or not. I don't know how we're going to set up in this game. I don't know who's going to play. It's going to be really interesting to see. But I'm going to go with... Oh, it's hard. I'm going to back United for a 3-1 victory. And I hope we do get it, because we need to bounce back. Because if we don't, confidence will be lost and we will get bantered over social media, and I really don't want to be 9 points behind the likes of Liverpool this early. But tell me your score predictions down below. Tell me your team selections as well. Make sure to share the video, make sure to leave a like on the channel, and I'll be there for an instant match reaction after the game. But also, thank you guys for 1.8k. I really do appreciate everybody checking out the videos, leaving your thoughts and likes. It really does mean a lot. I do appreciate the support. But yeah, I'll be there after the Brighton game for you guys.